The Cleveland Browns are hilarious right now. Dillon Gabriel's hilarious right now. We're on Shedeur Sanders' watch. The Browns lost another game. We got a lot to talk about. What is Stefanski saying? Is he mumbling again? It's all right here. Before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're on Shedeur Sanders' watch as a side quest. I'm here to win you a lot of money on fantasy football. We're looking at practice clips. We're making fun of the Browns. We're just vibing here. Click that subscribe button. Stop missing out. But Twitter's hilarious right now. Look at Dillon Gabriel. 52 pass attempts, just 221 yards tonight. Just rough. Stefanski is not going to give you any news. Stefanski is still rocking Dillon Gabriel.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. We got to keep him clean. Obviously, when the game turns into how it turned, a two-score game, you have to drop back, and that's a tough team to drop back versus. But he kept battling. It wasn't for a lack of effort by him or by anybody. Made some plays, but we just got to be better.
Can you learn something from him in a game like that?
I think you learn in every game, win, lose, or draw. And obviously, we know this kid's tough. We know he's tough. He's going to keep fighting. We just got to, around him, make some plays. We got to coach him up. We got to be better in getting our guys in position, all the above.
Kevin, how do you think Tyson did in his first?
And when you're looking at everything down here, Dillon Gabriel, weak as hell. Shedeur, we're going down here. Looking at this, Cleveland Browns were the only franchise that thought Dillon Gabriel was a franchise quarterback. Remember that lady earlier talking about analytics, just crossing her eyes and stuttering? Remember her for the Browns, talking about data points? Look at this tweet and think of that.
Yeah, it's actually a great question, Daryl. That's what makes our job fun and hard. I'd say I'd just go back to like the plan that we have in place for these guys when it comes to developing is acquiring as many valuable data points we can. Now we know these things take time. So what is that going to look like at the end of the year? I don't have a crystal ball to tell you, and I don't do well with hypotheticals, but I will say that every opportunity we will have to evaluate them, we will take. None of them is going to take, a back seat in how we plan and program for them with the reps that we have. And then from there, we'll see what the spring brings, and we'll evaluate all possibilities like we always do.
Moving on down here, Dillon Gabriel threw the ball 52 times, 221 yards. How is that even possible? 4.3 yards a pass. Yes. Dillon Gabriel had 52 times. Yeah, that's what. Watch this. Watch this at the end, right here. What are you doing, Dillon? What are you doing, Dillon? What are you doing? Watch this again. Watch this right here. Bam. Coming up. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is your second game ever. Dillon Gabriel, 29-52, 221, but 3 should have been picks. Just the gifts. Watch this one. Watch this one. Coming up. Bam, right there. Can't see over his line. Can't see. Watch. Can't see over it. Can't see over it. Right there. Dillon Gabriel, what are you doing? Here we go. Same thing, though. Watch right here. Why? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Like, why are you doing that? At this point, Dillon Gabriel leading the nation in hospital balls. Bam! Just leading his wide receivers out to dry. Watch this. Bam! Assists and concussions. This ain't the only tweet that mentions it. Dillon Gabriel, done through 5 picks, but Steelers players got hands made of bricks. Like, he thrown it to defense. Like, this is rough outing. This is rough outing. Watch this. Jalen Ramsey. Watch this play right here. Bam, gets it. We're going to run over to Shedeur, point him up. NFL says they want to grow the game, and then the London games are Carson Wentz, as last week. Dillon Gabriel to Isaiah Bond. Bricks. Watch it. Bam, right off his head. Right off his head. So let's go back to that part. Right here. I just want to see. Like, you can barely see over that line. I wasn't lying when we were talking about training camp and balls were getting bad down. I mean, I showed it to you. How would I be lying? I showed it all to you. And they were so worried about sacks when it came to Shedeur. How funny how that works. 6 sacks and he's on the bench. I can't wait to see what the excuses are when it comes to Dillon Gabriel. Shedeur Sanders watching Dillon Gabriel. Dillon Gabriel in there throwing hospital balls competition. I mean, he laid that guy out to dry. I mean, he was all... This is the one I want to point out. People were telling me training camp stats don't matter. 29, 52, 221, 54% in training camp. 54% in training camp, like I've been saying. I mean, I talk about this every day on here. 56% today. Look at this. 70% Shedeur. I get it. Not with the ones, not getting an opportunity. And then I keep saying, hey, Gabriel, during those down moments, you got to put his feet to the fire. I've been saying this whole time. Nobody's, like, you guys listen to me, or you have to hear it whenever you click it. But Gabriel should have got pushed with competition. Should have pushed them both to competition to see what you had in these quarterbacks. That's what you should have did. There was a run of like 3 or 4 practices where he was completing 20 to 30% of his balls. Like ESPN Radio, ESPN Cleveland. Like they looked at the numbers and they gasped. They were so confused how bad it was. Like it was bad. The ball's getting bad down, throwing picks. Then let's talk about OTAs, minicamp. He had some bad runs of practices. It was so bad that when he did have a bad practice, I'd be like, hey, it wasn't bad today. People would argue and get mad in the comments. Like, no, he's not. He's bad. He's been bad all, like I talk about every practice. He wasn't bad these 2 times. Browns receivers, after catching passes from, like, it's funny. Dillon Gabriel, when the Browns need him. Dillon Gabriel been throwing hospital balls since high school. Bam! Bam! Dillon Gabriel to his receivers. Told you. I told you guys all last week. Just let him fall on the knife. Just let him fall. Everybody's just saying, hey, bring in Shedeur, bring in Shedeur. Just let Dillon Gabriel fall on the knife. Let the Browns look bad. Let it happen. I mean, you guys, some people come here, they're Shedeur fans. Some people come here, they're Browns fans. Some people just want the good quarterback. I get all kinds of different people. And then there's me right here down the middle here, just one notating. Man. Oh, man. You see that? It's rough looking. Don't sleep on Dillon Gabriel. Me. Like, this is all day long. Just scrolling, making fun of him. This is that same play we saw. Dillon Gabriel been throwing hospital balls since high school. Aggravated assault is just too limited. Like, there was a drive where there was 2 drops. We had a step there. We got to make this play. We got to make this play. We got to get there. And Judy on his own right hasn't been hitting. We have no wide receivers really that's killing it. Bond for a rookie season has only been there for a month and a half. He hasn't been bad. Whatever. So, you have a rookie QB starting Dillon Gabriel, and you've done nothing really but add distraction. Watt also said in one of these interviews, like he was straight up down the middle. Like he wasn't really like up there saying, hey, I think Dillon Gabriel has this offense. He's in command of it. Like right there. There it is. That's what I was talking about. Like Watt does not know. He's just straight up talking out of his ass, keeping it down the middle.
I think Dillon Gabriel has this offense. He's in command of it. He's the one who they are trying to build this around, and Shedeur is going to continue to grow and develop in that role behind him. But you just talk to everybody around the organization. You see how he handles himself. You see how Coach Stefanski talks about Dillon Gabriel. You can tell they want to try and cultivate it, but you have to get the run game going. You have to make it easier on him. You have to stay ahead of the sticks. And today, a lot of drop balls, in addition to some overthrows and behind throws. But he's the guy that they want to build around, I think. And that conversation is always going to be there because of who Shedeur is and what he did in college.
Not keeping it real or anything. Like, this is what happens when you get those players and give them a job just due to their name cachet. You get bullshit. You get bullshit like that. No one keeps it honest or real. I think that's the worst thing about this game is this bullshit of just keeping it down the middle and not really giving you a true opinion. And it's an opinion of, like, just tiptoeing around. It's just straight up bullshit. I mean, Dillon Gabriel sucked. He does not have a command of anything. Hospital balls on every tweet. Like, this has been hilarious. Talks about Jerry Jeudy with Dillon Gabriel. Look at that haircut. Look at that haircut right here. Phil Yates. Fucking looking like Boy Meets World right now. Then you got the hipster guy here. That's the hipster. Well, why we gotta have it? 3 out. Dillon Gabriel on all his pass attempts that his receivers have dropped today. We're gonna like that one. I want to listen to that later. It's rough out there. It's rough out there. Shedeur Sanders is going to be starting soon. Sooner than later. This can't happen for too much longer for sure. This can't be happening for too much longer. Let him fall on that knife. Let the Browns staff look bad. It's happening sooner than later. That's what I wanted to point it out to you. I could pull up clips of people talking, but a lot of it's like Watt staying right down the middle. A lot of it's like that. Let them fall on the knife. Let them do it. Shedeur will be out there sooner than later. Ideally, it would be the Dolphins game. Maybe we get lucky. Stefanski's not going to give you what he really thinks or what's he going to do right now or even on Wednesday. Maybe we'll be lucky. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. He likes Gabriel too much. Too much. What we saw in training camps coming out in the games. Because that was happening way too much in training camp. It wasn't like a bad day or two. It was a run of too many bad practices. It's coming out. Shedeur Sanders, 70-80% of his passes completed in training camp, OTAs, minicamp. Almost flawless. You hang into that preseason game. He also has another one where he looked good with 2 touchdown passes. You guys see what you got in these rookies nonetheless. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.